Series 108, Sugar Delta 030, 108, Sugar Delta 030 in Scotland, right?
Hey, 108 Sugar Delta 030 Scotland. Good to hear you out there, my friend. You're sounding Q5 out here.
QSL 7 Taiwan, thank you very much for replying to my call. And for the QSY, the name here is Ian, Echo Alpha November. Name is Ian, and every signal here into Scotland this evening, over.
Yeah, you're pushing a nice signal out here too, you know. Just when I think the DX has faded away from Europe, and there another station comes in there, and you're sounding great, and you got Joe on this side, Juliet, Oscar, Echo, and my QTH is on the Gulf Islands, the southern Gulf Islands, off the far Pacific coast of British Columbia.
Yes, Roger. Yes, okay. Well, thank you very much for the nice report. And you're coming about 10 dB over. You have 9 plus 10 dB. So, beautiful signal coming from the west coast of British Columbia, Gulf Islands. And location here is near the city of Aberdeen. Aberdeen on the northeastern coast of Scotland, over.
Yeah, I know where that is. I had friends from our island moved to Aberdeen about 10 years ago, and they love it there. So, you're in a beautiful part of the world. My wife visited Scotland there several years ago. She is Scottish-Irish, and she absolutely loved it. So, hey, you're living in a very, very nice area. I'm here on Salt Spring Island in the southern Gulf Islands, tucked up against the very southern point of Vancouver Island.
Okay, copy that, Joe. Salt Spring Island. I'll have to look that one up and see exactly your position there. Salt Spring Island. I'm just writing it here in my log. So, yeah, I'll check it out and see exactly where you are. But, you're a beautiful signal here, and I don't think you'll have any trouble at all working into Europe this evening, over.
Yeah, you as well, my friend. You sound like a local out here from Scotland. Amazing. Banging in here way up into the red. I got my beam pointed up over the North Pole right now. I'm running a 3-element flat side Serio Yagi, kind of pointed your way there. RCI 2980WX with a Texas Star 500 high drive amp turned down to about 100 whiskeys and a D104 microphone. What is your working conditions there? Because it sounds fantastic.
Well, thank you for the information, Joe. And I'm running ICOM transceiver, and the antenna here is a homemade 8-element Yagi on the flat side. So it's about 70 feet up on the tower, QSL.
Oh, beautiful, man. It is working really well. I tell you, man, these flat side beams sure help when you're talking the long distance stuff.
Absolutely, for sure. The flat side antenna is the way to go on the DX. And, this one I built it about 10 years ago, so it's still running pretty good. Of course, we've done some renovation work to it over the years, but it's still running well and seems to be the job, QSL.
Oh, yeah, it's working fantastic. 30 over, 40 over. It must have a pretty big boom on it, eh? What's the boom length?
Yeah, it's 60 feet on the boom, QSL.
Did you say 60?
Yep, 60 feet, over.
Holy smokers, that thing's a monster.
There is some bigger, longer ones in Europe. Definitely some guys got some longer ones in Europe. They look pretty long on the ground, but once they're in the air, they don't look so big, really.
Yeah, that's amazing. Good job, my friend. It's working great. And what is the weight of that? I'm guessing probably around, 50, 60 pounds?
I never worked it out, so I've no idea, but it's built pretty strong, and the boom is constructed from around 2.5-inch aluminum, and the elements are stocked at about an inch, and then step down, so it's a pretty strong construction, huh?
Oh, yeah, no, it sounds really nice. What type of rotor do you use? A heavy-duty rotor, a ham? I like a ham 2 rotor.
Yep, I got one of these process tail the model is PST71. PST71 it's the process tail. Have you heard of them before from Italy?
No, but I guess you need a heavy-duty one for that. No, I know the ham 2 rotors and stuff like that, but I'm sure it's a pretty skookum rotor you're using with that one.
Yeah, well, they are fantastic rotators and work really well. Very strong long gear construction and have some excellent braking on them, and they do various different models from small ones up to larger ones, of course. So you need to check it out on the internet. Check it out on the internet. Pros Estel rotators in Italy. Over.
Okay, Procescal. Okay, absolutely. You said made in Italy?
Yep, they're made in Italy. Made in Italy. They call them the big boy rotators. Big boy rotators. Over.
That's got to be a good rotor if it's made in Italy. My beam is made in Italy too. They make a lot of good stuff over there, so I'm sure that's going to last you a lifetime.
Yeah, well, I got 3 of those over here, 3 of them. This is the biggest one I usually on this antenna, and it seems to hold pretty well in the winds in the winter time. And I got a couple of slightly smaller ones for better towers there. Over.
Hey, QSL. Yeah, I got 4 antennas up here. I have 3 omnidirectionals, IMAX, Antron 99, and a Sigma Venom 5/8. And then, of course, my beam antenna up here. And this is the one I like to use for the skip. The other stuff is kind of more like local stuff.
Yep, okay, Joe. No, you're definitely doing a fine job indeed. And it's definitely working well. I won't hold you up too long. I'll let you carry on and watch some of this great DX. I'm sure there'll be some of the guys just on the corner wishing to say hello to Salt Spring Islands, over.
You betcha, my friend. Hey, a pleasure talking with you, Ian. You got a great sounding station out Aberdeen, Scotland, man. I always love to talk to Scotland and anywhere over there in Europe. You have a great evening. Happy DXing, and I'm sure we'll talk again, hopefully sooner than later. And we'll say cheers and 73s to you there. 108 Sugar Delta 030 Aberdeen, Scotland. 9 UDX 791 Salt Spring Island out here in the Southern Gulf Islands, Canada. QSX. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Roger. Thank you very much. Be a pleasure. And you have yourself a wonderful day and a great weekend. 73 for now. UDX 791 030 Scotland. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Cheers, mate.